capacity versus capability. And this is so important, especially as we've just been talking about how busy we can get and all that kind of stuff. And we're juggling plates and balls and goodness knows what, right? I was in a position in corporate, and it was towards kind of the end of my corporate career, and things had built up, and I'd had a series of different managers because we had restructures every 6 to 18 months. And then even in between times, things would change, constantly changing, constant fear culture, not great. But I had a new manager, and they sat down with me, and I was like, I'm totally overwhelmed. I got so much to do. And you got to bear in mind that at the height, my to-do list, which was all neatly in a spreadsheet, which was, all segmented by types of work, 10 types of work, and then segment. The problem was I had over 800 items on my to-do list. It wasn't a to-do list. It was a heart attack in a spreadsheet, right? That's how I describe it. But at the time, it was like, this is everything that's built up. This is everything that's on me. This is everything that I believe I need to do. And I can possibly do it, but I was looking at it from a point of view of my capability. That, yeah, but it wouldn't be on my desk if I wasn't able to do it. Like this is all landed on me. But you got to bear in mind, restructures, the resource, we halved the resource in the entire company at one point, right? It just kept going down. So I'm now doing like 8 people's jobs. So that's why I've got 800 things on my list. And he said, Martin, he was really good, because he was about me, not the actions. He said, it's not your capability, because I was saying, well, I'm a failure. I can't do this. I'm at this level. I'm supposed to, people are looking to me, and this has all come across my desk. So obviously the company wants me to do it, and I need to do it, but I can't do it all, right? I can't do 800 things. I'm working 72-hour days. This is ridiculous. And he said, it's not your capability. It's your capacity. You're capable of doing everything on that crazy list. You just don't have the capacity to do it. There's only so many hours in a day. There's only so many hours in a day that you would be expected to work. You're not expected to work 72-hour days. And it was that conversation that really got me thinking about things. And it's stayed with me ever since. No matter how busy you are, and when you start feeling overwhelmed with how much stuff there is, and maybe you start reflecting on yourself going, oh, I'm a failure, and I should be able to deal with all of this. I should be able to deal with all this because I'm an adult, or because I'm a leader, or a manager, or a business owner, or I'm a mum, or a dad, or, right? Whatever label you use, go, I should be able to deal with this. Yeah, you can. You can deal with everything on your plate. You're quite capable of doing it. You're just not capable of doing it all at the same time and all by last Friday. Right? It's that. That's the life lesson. And so it doesn't just apply to solopreneurs. I used it within the solopreneur post, but I really want you to hear that, because it's so important. Because we can start personalizing it as failure, as something that we're not good enough. We're not cut out for it. It's not that. If you're trying to do too many things, it's because there's too many things. It's why I talk about priorities and say you can only have one priority. If you've got 10 priorities, you've just got a long list. If you think you're going to prioritize 10 things and do all of them first and give them all the same amount of time in it, it's not going to work. It doesn't work like that. You can have one priority, which is why we talk about one focus. Yes, you'll do other things, but what's a big thing? What's the thing that's going to make the biggest difference? Put more time into that. So capability versus capacity is such an important life lesson to learn. And I wanted to share that with you because we shared it and it seemed to resonate. And if you didn't see that, I want you to take that on board, especially in those moments when you feel a bit overwhelmed because there's loads of stuff. Just remember, it's not you, it's the amount of stuff. And when you do that, then you can start challenging some of the stuff you're doing and whittle down the list. And it's not all on you. And that's the other thing that my manager said. That some of that stuff on the list, most of that stuff on the list, it was 800 items long. Most of that stuff isn't going to get done. And it was just that permission to go, it's not going to get done. And it's okay. it's not on you. It's like that just reduces it. And then we'll figure out, right, these are the most important things. But again, you can't do them all at the same time. So some of them we might have to defer. Great. Some of them somebody else can help with, or somebody can just take responsibility and do it all themselves. And then this is what you need to focus on. It's one of the principles that then led me to create the work leadership framework, which is about how you see work, how you see yourself at work, your role at work, how you approach your workload, how you focus your time, the habits to build on a day-to-day basis. And then that gives you that kind of sense of work leadership. And the compound effect of doing all of that means you're a little calmer, you're a little bit more confident, and you're a little bit more in control of your workload and your time.